I am Sumanth Kolasani. I am doing postgraduate diploma in management at IIM Trichy. I have done this video as a part of project requirement for the course Indian Economy and Policy. In the next few minutes, I'll be talking about one of the India's most pressing issues, especially in the banking sector, that is NPAs or the non-performing assets. Bank assets are the loans and advances given to customers. If the customers default either on the interest payment or on the principal for more than 90 days, we call that asset or the loan as non-performing asset. Currently, NPA problem is plaguing the Indian banking sector and is raising questions over the stability of the Indian banking system. The problem is largely hidden as banks used to do window dressing of their account statement till 2015. But after 2015, RBI introduced asset quality review and asked the banks to clean their asset books by March 2017. According to RBI's Financial Stability Report of 2017 December, NPAs currently stand at 10.2% of the total loans, whereas the stressed assets, which are believed to be NPAs in effect, stand at 12.8% of the total loans. The bulk of NPAs have been stockpiled by the public sector banks. The highest amount of gross NPAs, that is absolute value of the gross NPAs, is led by the largest lender of the country, that is the State Bank of India, at more than 2 lakh crores. What are the reasons for NPA? Global economic slowdown as well as the domestic economic slowdown. It is believed that economic growth slowing down and rate of interest piling up, corporates have been finding it difficult not only to pay the principal but also the interest payments. These are all factors that led to the rising NPAs. Apart from the slowing down of India's economy, the global financial crisis of 2008 aggravated the situation. It adversely impacted the corporate sector in India. Also, the ban of mining projects, delay in environmental related permits affected power, iron and steel sector. Also, the volatility in prices of the raw materials, shortage of raw materials impacted the performance of corporate sector. One of the biggest reasons I believe for the NPA problem is due to the negligence of the banks in performing due diligence. They did not take enough precautionary measures while giving loans. They sold unsecured loans hugely without doing the proper credit appraisal process. Also, there is a myth that priority sector lending was a problem or the prime reason for NPAs, but it's not true. If you take the proportion, currently today it stands at 45 to 55. There is a proportion of NPAs in priority sector to the proportion of NPAs in corporate sector. NPAs in corporate sector are far higher than those in the priority sector. RBI over the years has proposed a lot of measures, restrictions, schemes to tackle these NPA problems along with the government of India. It includes strategic debt restructuring scheme, sale of non-core assets of the company, as well as government launched Mission Indradhanush to make the working of public sector bank more transparent and professional in order to curb the menace of NPA in India in future. In 2016, government enacted the landmark code, that is IBC, Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code of 2016. It ensured certainty and clarity in all aspects of the process and hopes to achieve speedy resolution, higher recoveries, and in the course of time, it even encourages lenders to go in for higher levels of debt financing. But is it enough? No, more steps need to be taken. Banks need to be more conservative in granting loans to the sectors that have been traditionally found to be the contributors or the reasons for NPAs. The credit sanctioning process of the banks need to go much beyond the balance sheets, much beyond the traditional analysis of the financial statements, and much beyond the analyzing the income statements. It should also analyze the history of promoters. Instead of sitting and waiting for a loan to turn to bad, it can track the loan continuously from the day of giving so that it can officially start recovering it when it was due to go bankrupt. Also, we can see the recapitalization effort by government in order to improve the financial health of public sector banks also reduced the problem of NPA to some extent. NPA, yes, NPA will haunt the banking sector in 2018 and 2019, but Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code of 2016 gives hope to stop NPA in future. If not, it's not able to recover the amount, but it will definitely stop piling up more of NPAs in future. Thank you. Thanks for watching the video.